Hi, everybody. It's me. How you doing? I promised you I'd be here today, and I'm here. And thank you asking about my vertigo. I got this little thing that I press um, on the nerve, and it seems to help it right away. But it's kind of a drag because this has been going on for days. Um, I don't have any bad feelings of how this COVID is going to affect the body long term. I really don't. I really don't. And I would take this vaccine even though I have vertigo. I wouldn't say, oh God, if I only knew, I'll not take it now. I want it. I feel more comfortable having it. Um, Cynthia just said, I said February would be rough. And she wants me to elaborate. So I'll take a look at that. But first, I want to say hello. Sorry I'm coming on so late, but I was crazy busy. I did a little live routine with Celtic Tarot Sheila and Lena Rodriguez, the one who calls Trump the Yeti. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so I want to say hi to everybody. I got this beautiful shawl from Jonathan Mayers. I got it in the mail today with some other native things. Thank you very much, Jonathan. And I want to say hello to Lila, my Carol, who runs the Angel Heart for You. It's her granddaughter. Apparently, she loves the show. So, hello again, Lila. I said so on the last video, but I don't know if she got it. Okay, so first but foremost, I'm going to pick two winners. And then also there's a Pam who had a reading the other day and she didn't want to do it. Something told her not to do it. So I'm going to pick three winners instead of two. Okay. And then you're going to text me at 415-246-6268 and it'll be in the box down below. So the first winner is Jacqueline W. A different spelled last name, but it's a Jacqueline W. Second winner is, I can't even open it. Second winner is Patricia M. Patricia M. 1 second, you guys. Okay, and then last but not least, and Representative Pam gave you this reading. I offered anything else, but she didn't want it. It starts with a Cath, A-R-A-E, Cathrae's Treasures. Cathrae's Treasures. There's your three winners. And those of you who belong to my live, I'm going to try to do that Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to pick the winners for them Thursday. So I love this shawl. Isn't that pretty? I love my Ruth Ginsburg shawl. You guys send so much nice stuff. So, okay. So I started looking at your questions and I wanted to answer a few. Let me tell you a hit I got though. And I talk about it on the Sheila Celtic Tarot. I want to tell you that I got this hit that, and we'll see, but that Trump may in fact think he's going to run again. He might even start advertising in 2 years. And it's a nothing burger. He's not going to be able to run. Because even if he's convicted of a crime, he can still run. I also feel whether or not, interesting that Judge Roberts isn't going to be there. And Schumer gave him the opportunity not to, saying that, it technically Trump isn't president anymore. So if you don't feel like coming, that's fine. But I feel so much evidence is coming up. Oh, don't forget that I told you guys that, remember the 5 quit? And I looked, I think I was with Mel, and I said, oh, 2 more. There's 2 more coming in. He won't be there. He'll be watching it on TV with his Diet Coke button. But I felt like these guys were really they're not good. And they're spinning things and they're looking for anything to act like, yeah, this is good. But let me tell you, even if he isn't convicted, he will be convicted. That's what I want you to know. I got that flash that there will be some sort of lawsuit going on. There's some stuff going to happen, you guys, big time stuff. And the good news is Jenny Thomas, Judge Roberts' wife, has apologized to the clerks, but she's apologizing because she's up against the wall. And I feel like I could see Roberts talking to Thomas. Like, dude, this isn't good for us. You know, you can anything comes up, you're going to have to step down with conflict of interest because you're too much of a Trumpster. Anyway, so I see Thomas stepping down pretty soon, sooner than later. So here's the good news. They're going to put through, hold on, you guys. They're going to put through, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm going to put this on pause. I just dropped everything. Holy cow, those cards went flying. I mean, flying. Maybe I'm not supposed to read tonight. Anyway. And I want to say hello to all my peoples that are struggling with the snow. My friend Dan that helps with these videos was talking about how they were working most of the day shoveling out snow. So his whole family working on it. So I guess it's tough, and you know his body's going to hurt tomorrow. So I felt very bad when I was listening to him about it. Oh, what'd you say? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Dan knows I love him. So. Okay, so here we go, you guys. So Cynthia says, you said February would be tough. Can you elaborate how difficult? Well, it's what I love is the fact that Biden called in. He tried to do the thing with the Republicans. And they're playing, if anybody saw Rachel Maddow last night, they're playing the same thing, different day. And he really says this is an emergency. This COVID relief is an emergency, and they will pass it, you guys. So y'all don't worry. They're not going to leave you waiting, okay? So tell me about February. Angel of Light and Mercy. I read a really nice gal today. Her name's Leslie in Edinburgh. I think that, you know, what's happening here is the Democrats are getting a shot in the arm, and they're deciding to make a new beginning. They're also going to figure out ways to get money. So the difficulty, I think, is with money. The difficulty is money. Don't ask me why I'm saying that. Coming over troubled waters, okay? Trying to juggle, trying to find out where we're going to get the money. So I like this Yellen that's now part of the government, and I think she's really going to help us. But we're trying to figure out where we're going to squeeze out money, and I think he's going to have to up some taxes on the multimillionaires. So, okay. Now, there was somebody else that wrote something really cool. Will Schumer and Congress, will they draw the line with the Republicans and their nonsense? Absolutely, yes. Did you see that the new guy that's in charge of the Pentagon has just gotten rid of the whole slew of people, including Corey? Remember I said Corey was a bye-bye. He's going bye-bye, bye-bye. They're like, you can't do that. Yeah, you're the president. What did they always say? I am here for the president at the something of the president. So yeah, guess what, dude? You're here for the president. So they're going to get rid of, and I don't want you to worry about Garland. He's getting in there. I guess Lindsay said he didn't want any witnesses for this trial that's coming up, but they're going to take away Lindsey Graham's seat. It's interesting. And did you see Mitch McConnell say, oh, they're not being partisan. They're not working in a bipartisan way. Sorry, not partisan, but a bipartisan. I thought he said he wanted to work. Hello. Why don't you go weep in your office, McConnell, and all those bills that the Democrats did, and wipe your eyes off with those bills. You talk about partisan. But isn't it weird that they just go up there It's like that little joke I heard where this woman said to her son, Jimmy, did you poop your pants? No, Mama, I didn't. Are you sure? Yes, Mama, I didn't. You didn't poop your pants just now. No, Mama, I didn't. So she grabs him and she looks and there's a little poo-poo in there. He says, you lied to me. You said you didn't poop your pants. He said, but that's from yesterday, Mama. Anyway. Oh, somebody just said Stacey Abrams has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, she's fantastic. Oh, good question, Maureen. Maureen said, when's Bill Barr coming up to the, going to be brought up to the bar? Oh God, you guys have such good questions because there's another one right behind it I already know the answer to. Will Bill Barr be brought up? I've told you Bill Barr's cards weren't good. And he should have never stuck with the Yeti. He's really hoping things. You know what I felt, you guys? And just like that dancing in the street. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I felt that that when Merrick Garland comes in, you're going to get a lot of people squealing, a lot of people saying, and he did this and he did this and he made us do this. So I feel like a lot of people are going to, like the State Department has all these employees and they said they can't wait for our new State Department person to get in there so they can finally run like a real business. I mean, this whole thing, it's like a nightmare. And why did we do it? Why were we in this? It's amazing. Anyway, and so Bill Barr will be brought up on charges, you guys. I told you he has trouble. And don't worry, I've told this till I'm blue in the face. Mueller's not done yet. Mueller, I don't think Mueller's involved, but the Mueller investigation will be brought up. There's going to be hearings after hearings. And don't forget, we're having a Supreme Court committee too. So don't forget, we got Kavanaugh coming up for a hearing. So hearings and hearings and hearings. So yes, to C. Evans, the Mueller investigation will be reinstated. And Sandra wants to know, is there an insurgent of dark money? Absolutely. Dark money is coming. Dark money's been in there, but they're going to be found out. Now with this new administration, I see they're going to be found out. So I see, did you see what's her face even to apologize for believing this QAnon conspiracies? She's the one to help fund that insurrection that happened. What is her name? Rona, something like that. Anyway, she apologized. Listen, just like Trump's wife, Gigi, she's apologizing to the clerks. She had to apologize to somebody, so she picked the clerks because she can boss them around. But stuff is going to get ready to happen. They are all looking behind their backs. Trust me, it's not easy. And I see that Lindsey Graham, just, I'm telling you, he's about ready to go down. Let's just take a quick look, see. You know, he's talking away and he acts like he's somebody and he's nobody. I see people not listening to him anymore. Tell me about Lindsey. Oh, on the battlefield, picking up his swords. There's a hanging going on. You know, it's funny. I think I told you guys this before. Ooh, his outcome is the 10 of swords, but swiftness. So I think, you know, it's so funny, and we'll see. You guys can remind me. Gosh darn it, Linda, you were right. I feel like all of a sudden he's being nice to Biden and everybody. That's what I was feeling. All of a sudden he's, he plays both sides of the fence. He speaks with forked tongue. So yeah, it's he's going down. I've said that before. I even see McConnell nervous. So something's getting ready to happen because I can feel it. So somebody want to ask me, will the anger of the Trumpsters die down? Oh, hi, Lisa. It's Lisa. I understand what she's saying, but no, not quite yet, sweetie, because 473,000, is that how many have died so far on Trump's watch? And he said it was a Democratic hoax, even though he knew that it was a nasty virus. Children were taken away from their mothers, women's uterus were taken out without their permission. They, all of a sudden, all these vaccines are missing, which is part of the Jared thing, which we'll look at next. Jared is the one, remember a couple of years ago, I've been telling you, I always saw Jared going to jail, always. So, so the anger won't die yet because we're furious. We're furious and we're tired. And yeah, I know it's better. It's better if I could tell everybody, look, we're in charge now. I want you to relax. If you'll notice, we even feel a little better in the morning, right? Because we don't have those tweets or those horrible things that Trump is doing. So it's good. Okay, Noel Kassler, the comedian who worked on Celebrity Apprentice as a talent wrangler, has divulged some pretty gross stuff about Trump. Okay, so was there a question in there? Sorry. Well, okay, so some of the gross stuff that he presented, will it become common knowledge in the near future? I think it will, but it's many years away. People just, he was a Democrat until 2008. He doesn't go to church. Now we got a president goes to church who they want to impeach. Oh, this is a good one. Will the Arizona legislators be able to change the voting law so that they can go against who the people voted? I saw that. So basically they're saying, doesn't matter who you vote for, the legislator can pick who they want. Going to go to the Supreme Court and get voted down. Supreme Court will say, no, you can't do that. Okay. Now the other one was Georgia. Georgia's all of a sudden changing all kinds of stuff. So let's see what happens with Georgia. Arizona, I'm not even worried about. Let's see what happens with Georgia. What's going to happen with Georgia? What's going to happen with Georgia? I was born in Fort Benning, Columbus, Georgia. I'm a Georgia Peaches. They're trying to do this, but I see it getting knocked down. You know what else is going to happen? People are going to start voting out the legislator. So even if they manage to put it in for a minute, it'll get voted out. The people will resist. Look, the people will resist, you guys. Sorry, I got such shiny cards, you guys. Ding, ding. There you go. 9 of Cups, 10 of, look at 10 of Pentacles. 10s are good. Oh, hell yeah. There's a future powerful female governor coming up in Georgia. Did we talk about Stacey Abrams trying out for governor of Georgia? Because if that's her, it's a female. So she'll come in and be changing things. That's what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, major protests against Putin. And I guess he made a beautiful speech when they gave him 3.5 years in prison. They wanted to do 10. If they could, they would have done a lifetime. But they knew the crowds were, so maybe 3 years, they wouldn't be as mad. They're mad. This is the beginning of the end. I've always told you, and I think it's been prophesied besides me, that one day Russia would be our friends. Russia would be a good place. And it's so cool that we have a president in there right now who has told them he didn't appreciate about some of the stuff that Russia's been doing. Oh yeah. It's, you know, he's calling him out. The Yetta wouldn't call anybody out, right? Because he's in his pockets. Okay, so tell me about, so we just want to look at Russia real quick because we love Russia and we want to give them a lot of love and we want to feel, you know what I was thinking? All that military, those are sons and daughters of Russians. These people are working against their own natives. To me, it's almost that bad feeling like with the Civil War. It was men fighting other men of the same color and everything. I mean, it was like, that must be difficult to fight people that that are your own flesh and blood. So whatever they tell them, you would hope that the military would say, we're done. We're not going to do this anymore. I think they can do it while they're just arresting people. I think if they get ordered to do anything more, that they would resist. Okay. Is this having any effect on Putin? Yes or no? Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The devil crossed with the six. He's actually this. He'll whack to anybody else. It's no big deal. Remember that? Remember that time he was playing hockey and he fell flat on his face in front of everybody? And it was so hysterical. Everybody was cracking up. I don't think they were cracking up in Russia, but I know I was busting out laughing. And he got up and acted like it's nothing. That's how he is. He doesn't want to see anybody sweat. He didn't even make fun of himself over that slide. You know, he probably murdered whoever did something with that part that he tripped over. But it was hysterical. That's what I see. He's trying to keep a stiff upper lip. Yeah, he's going to exit, you guys. He's getting ready to exit. Okay? Here's Biden. Biden's going to cause him some trouble. Mm-hmm. 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 Yin and yang, fighting the dark and the light. People are seeing the light and people want this over with. This country will struggle and fight. I'd say within 10 months' time, they're starting to see some improvement. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. Coming out, because these Russian, I know a lot of Russian people. They're good people. And it's so weird that they always end up with these dictators. People telling them how they can live, you know? It's so sad. So it's interesting how other human beings would live. But we were close, you guys. We almost had that same kind of hail to Caesar kind of energy. Okay. A fellow native is talking to me. Linda, I love watching your channel, of course. Hey, V, what's up? What's up, girlfriend? I worked at the Navajo Casino in New Mexico. We've been closed since March. Do you see it reopening? And ask? Absolutely, girlfriend. Guaranteed. I was looking at the Apache Casino the other day, which is my favorite casino over in Oklahoma. I don't go to the Comanche Casino. Oh, don't tell anybody I said that. For some reason, the Comanche is more smoky and the Apache seems to have more air because I can't deal with too much cigarette smoke. So I like to play Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, so yeah, don't worry. Definitely getting back on track, my friend. Crystals are getting popular. How effective are they for the average person? Well, I'll be honest with you, Dee. I have crystals. Tana will be here Friday. We're going to work on the last bits and pieces for our Sedona event. We still have a few tickets available at the end of May, but you know, we're going to have stuff for the goodie bags. We're going to do the program and everything. But she knows, like her and Carol, if you ever want to know about crystals, call the store. Carol knows everything about crystals and certain types of things and how they work. Me, not so much. I have crystals, but I remember carrying one to keep the bad juju off of me, but I don't really know about them, but I know that they really help people. I think they really have helped people. So, okay, but I can't, I'm not an expert, not an expert. Okay, you know, somebody asked if Glenn Kushner or whatever have a something to do with the administration. I see him doing something. I don't know if he gets voted in or nominated in, but I see him doing something. He might be on some committee, maybe to take down Barr. Yes, there will be an increase in Social Security, Mary. There will be an increase in Social Security. So you guys know about my fence, right? I got a fence that fell down with the last windstorm, and guy's fencing. The guy comes out and he's gorgeous, gorgeous, about 6'4", probably Hispanic, good looking, kindest guy. I could be his mother probably. And so the last fence broke, and he said, just, you know, pay me cash and I'll give you a discount. So this time this fence broke and he said, pay me cash. So by the way, I went and got the cash all in $1 bill so I can hand it to him slowly but surely. Okay. And you know, I'm joking, but he is gorgeous. Okay. Oh, MJC said, how long before Biden can help with the kids in cages? He just signed an executive order to help with those babies. You remember I told you other nations were actually going to sue us over what happened. Remember I told you that. Don't forget. Do you see a Trojan horse installed by Trump at the White House, and where? I see he'd love to, but I feel like they pull out even his Diet Coke button. I see people really wanting this Biden administration. You know, he's got his lackeys. He's got Matt Gaetz and all those. Who was the one that ran to the White House when he was on some committee? Was it Devin Nunes? Ran over there so he could tattletale to the president. You know, it's really sad. Someone, Noel just wrote me and said, pressure points help alleviate vertigo. This and this side. And let me tell you, as soon as the spinning starts, it's gone. As soon as I press. So even this morning I woke up and I was starting to spin. I can't tell if it's Debbie or Debelle. My mom had 4 miscarriages before me. Were those other spirits, or was it me coming in too early? Once I got her, it seems like she didn't know what to do with me. Years later, a psychic said I didn't want to be born. Late arrival, cesarean. My son Jeff was a late arrival too, cesarean. 2 of them don't feel like they're part of you. They feel like they were a bad pregnancy. But yeah, that sounds very right. That sounds right, and I think that's true. But we're glad you're here. Trump loves his family. AEW said, does Trump love his family, his children? He does as much as he can love. I don't know what happened to him in his youth. Mary Trump tried to give us a little piece of it. But there's definitely, he was born kind of with this attitude that he's king, and he always had to be better. And I think his dad degraded him. And then his dad liked him, and he wanted his dad to like him because he could show no mercy like his dad. So it just, love is something that, I don't know, makes you wonder about all kinds of dictators, their lives and what happened. What's interesting is the dictator in Germany in the 1930s, 40s, was actually part Jewish. And he actually made them change the genealogy so it didn't show his Jewish side. Isn't that weird? Like, let's say Trump found out he has a certain percentage of African, he'd have it changed. Okay. Listen, they were even talking about getting the military to, I think somebody brought it up. They want the military to start doing investigations on anyone, not the military, the FBI, to do checks on anyone in the military to see if they're part of this clan, this QAnon plan. And they just don't want them to be any part of this, okay? Because unfortunately there are. Even in the FBI, there was people that liked Trump. They just like that. It's very sad. Okay. So anyway, you guys, I see Puerto Rico becoming a state, and I see Washington, D.C. I definitely see it. But what a busy day I had. It's crazy. And I really appreciate you guys sending in questions. I'm going to be back on Saturday. What's today? Tuesday? And Thursday, if you belong to my membership, is my live night, and Sunday's my live. And of course, Sterling on Sunday. So, and don't forget, Sterling has a new YouTube video. He's already got 3,000 followers. And so Sterling Psychic Medium. So he's actually only got my videos on there right now. So I'm sure he's going to do his own separate one. But everybody's doing good, you guys. And I'm better, much better, as long as I press the pressure points. Okay. Love you all. Talk to you later. Ciao.